Hello? I don't know if this guy's a mic or not. But... Oh, he might. It says it's on, but I can't hear him. But anyways. But it's different, because, like, last year I didn't have, like, a... last year I didn't have, like, I don't know, a New Year's I don't know. A New Year's crush, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the right, like... the right wording for it. So,
a girlfriend?
Yeah, I guess that's a better wording for it.
Damn, I missed my opportunity. Can I take that back?
What? What?
Oh, come on, what am I gonna say?
So, sleeping partner?
Yes.
I guess. Yeah, so I didn't have that last year. So.
Yeah. Well, you do now.
Yeah, so I didn't have it last year, so it's different. So yeah.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Sorry, doing it this year, you
Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah. And it's funny, is Alex's birthday is literally on New Year's Eve. Yeah, so it's kind of weird like that. It's like you celebrate his birthday like on it, and then what do you do?
First down throw for Winston. That's caught by the big tight end O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh, we did one time it was
on the first play
Rock
of the drive, 14 yards.
That was for his birthday. It was like one of those like fancier ones. It was $100.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and he's going to take this one
up
only to about the 44-yard line.
It so overrated.
It was David Bryant who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because
but it was like watered down alcoholic
big
drinks.
Defensive linemen will take the bait and move
nobody was
laterally
dancing. They were all like in
a
the booths and stuff. So it's like, why do you spend $100?
On second down, it's Jones.
So like to do all of that.
Only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I think you can hear me. So I can't say it. That's exactly what I'm gonna call it. I think you can hear what I'm saying. So. Well, I can't feel like I'm doing.
On third down, Winston.
I was like, I can't say I'm sending a blitz. If he hears me, then he'll know that I don't know like to go, but I'm doing something.
And that is 10 for him now on the year. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
God damn.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
My quarterback is poised to win Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah. I know. Right. Yeah, he gets a lot of points.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's able to
I tried there. You saw that hole.
Just shy of the 30.
Saw that hole.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Uh-oh, don't tell that to Ross. He's
to throw on 2nd down. Leach. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Degenerate. What he's saying, it was degenerate.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leach. And Austin Safarian Jenkins has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Leach.
Oh, I messed up on that.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
So is this? I know. It's like, is it actually the film in Philadelphia, or is it just the?
I think a couple
From the gun on 3rd down. Leach. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Nah, that would be one of those, like, if he caught that, the game
scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way.
No, not a glitch, but like they have like these like Superman, like
give yourself your best chance to win.
Odell Beckham catch, like ruin the game like 1 year. So it's
I
like,
think so, because then you turn
it
into a
was 2 years ago.
and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That stupid one-handed Odell Beckham catch that you can just press triangle, and then now like every single. Ooh, can do that. Oh, let's go. I know where. Oh.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Little spinorama there.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And that's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. But that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jameis to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, Winston.
Oh.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Out, but I'll take it.
Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem.
I don't know, to be very honest with you.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
I'd like to think I'm supposed to win every game now.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I wouldn't say not supposed to win. I would say like, I would say it's more like the opponents like you're going into it. You know, it's like in any like what do we call it? You're going into it, and you're like, yeah, the opponent's better than me. Like, this one, I don't know if he, but I haven't played him, so I can't say if he's better than me. I know next game I'm supposed to lose. So yeah, no, the next game's against the the Panthers. Oh, can I get this over his head?
And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet. I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
The game 2 days ago.
Frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but
yeah, I was going to say, but I don't know if that's a testament to me being bad if I lose.
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know,
4-6.
you're
The
right,
guy's
because that's
6
part
and
of it,
4.
but that's
The
two
leader.
different mindsets.
And the other guy's 5 and
That's front
5. So it's
office
tight race.
draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
2 games.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They're watching it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Just watch that whole sequence without, like...
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
True.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first.
You get a 5-yard penalty.
To throw on second down. Leach. Open man right side is Sharp. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Oh, that's still out.
From the gun, Leach. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what?
Oh, I thought he blocked it.
Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field.
If you kick it like a certain way, right? It basically got like an animation that was like the guy was going to come in and block it. So I wasn't upset I scored. It was more like, what? Like, how did I make that?
Out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force
it. How did he end up with that? How did he end up in that thing?
Like, getting the football right back, but it's a big
play.
He stepped
in a, why would he have a bear trap, though?
To ward off, because he was scared people were going to break in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Running with Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leach. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw on 3rd down. Leach. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Leach. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Looking to throw. Leach got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Jackson now to return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Ready.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Winston. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Winston. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Looking to throw on second down. Leach. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Leach. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Leach. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a pitch out to Kamara. Oh, a nice spin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm not really supposed to be doing that. Yeah, but you're not supposed to, like, it's about the concept, though. Oh, all right.
To throw on second down. Leach. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit!
From the gun, Leach. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leach, that one complete. He finds Sharp, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Leach. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And bulldozing his way through. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Leach. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Kamara, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
His throw caught right around the 6. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Leopard!
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Jackson now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Hey, let's get it to work. Ready. Blue waiting.
First down, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing on first down. Leach. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Looking to throw. Leach. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Wait.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Ready. Black 25.
Play action now. Winston. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and short yardage. Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out come the Jags. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw on second down. Leach. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Kamara. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Look, that's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Leach. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Richard Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Jackson now to return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Winston now. And Brake has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Leach. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw. Leach looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the ground, Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Leach. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
A second down throw for Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue lady.
Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ready. Blue lady. Flares up.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he finds Howard complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. Oh, and they hadn't stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Jameis again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Ready.
From the red zone now, Winston. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And the Jaguars send out their punter. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jaguars, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.